Everyone. You have reached the New Euregan Poets Cafe's Thursday night online open mic. Welcome. And I'm saying it like once or twice because sometimes the live stream takes a few seconds to kick on, but by now it should be fine. I know you all got the pop-up on your end in Zoom. So again, welcome everyone. This is the Thursday night online open mic of the New Euregan Poets Cafe. Usually it is hosted by our executive director, La Brewer. She is pictured on this flyer here. She was at a in-person event in Manhattan, New York City today, where she was one of the featured performers. So as you may have noticed, last week Finn Bell guest hosted on her behalf, and today it is my turn to guest host and fill in for La Brewer. Hi everyone, my name is Ron Mark Thomson. I am with the New Euregan Poets Cafe. I am in the programs and operations team. And I also work as the tech assistant in some of the in-person programs that we do, specifically on the Wednesday night slam and some of the Saturday programs, including Voices and Vibes, which we're going to get to later. And I am also, as many of you also know me, as the online tech assistant running the Zoom controls in the background on our two open mics. So yes, this is who I am. Thursday, September 28th, 2023. I am RM Thomson, or RMT, as some of you know me, my initials. In a wonderful stroke of luck and reversal of fortune, our Monday night online open mic host, Elemental, is our tech assistant today. He is helping me greatly in the background, which I'm so appreciative of. You know, Elemental, I really thank you. This is the Monday Night Flyer. If you've never been to any of his online open mics, come on through on Mondays, an hour earlier, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You see his two Instagram handles. He is transitioning to his new company, Elemental Vision Works. I don't even know how to spell it, but you see it here on the screen. I'll put that in the chat later on as well. And he is also featuring at many other different places. I pulled up here a flyer that I saw on his social media in October. I believe it's October 15th. He will be featuring with Inspired Poetry Corner. So please do follow him and, you know, and see and hear all of his amazing poetry. If we have a little time at the end, I hope he will, you know, bless us with a poem reading, because I know on Mondays we usually don't have a chance to get to hear him. So some information here. If you are watching us on our live streams on the New Euregan Poets Cafe's Facebook page or YouTube channel or X feed, X, which is the former Twitter, you can also join us in Zoom. It's free. The Zoom ID for every Thursday is 977-539-856. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors because unlike some of our other programs at the New Euregan Poets Cafe, this online program is free. You did have to register for an artist RSVP ticket, but you didn't have to pay for it. So we thank everyone who has donated in the past or still considers donating. We also thank the Howard Gilman Foundation, the Poetry Foundation, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, and Education of America. They are the wonderful organizations who have made it possible for us to bring you these online programs twice a week currently with the New Euregan Poets Cafe. Tonight is Thursday. Unlike on Monday's online open mic, on Thursday every art form is welcome. So you can bring poetry, you can tell us a story, you can do a comedy bit, or you can sing songs, but I underlined original. It has to be your original music because we are streaming live on the internet, so we don't want to get struck down by copyright strikes. So please only bring your original music. Even a cappella is fine. You don't have to use an instrument. We've had a cappella before and it was great. If you do music, like you're singing with your guitar or piano, make sure in Zoom you turn the original sound settings on. If you don't, Zoom will mute like all the other, sounds it hears in the background, but for music, you want to get all your sound input. We want to hear your piano, we want to hear your, your guitar. So inside your audio settings in Zoom, there is an option there to switch from the Zoom audio to the original sound, and once you do that and get out of the settings, you then also have to go on your in your Zoom app on the top left where it says original sound for musicians. You have to click on that to actually turn it on. So it's a two-step process. Next time I'll have a little slide for you ready, so just in case anyone doesn't know how to do that, or just hit me up, on my social media, if you need help with this, we're always happy to help out. Camera on, we put that there because even though it is an online open mic, we do want to try to mimic as much as possible an in-person open mic. So we want to see you, we want to see your expressions, we want to, hear and see you. So unless you're having a tech issue with your camera, please turn your camera on. And after each performance, I may ask everyone to unmute themselves so you can give applause and flowers, to the performer that you just heard. You can give a little commentary if you like to, because that's what we would hear in the cafe, in the New Regan Poets Cafe. If you are at any of our in-person open mics, we would hear, the audience reaction. So we want to be sure that you can also hear it, on online here as well. Time limit. Now, you see, I put the 3 minutes in parentheses. For many of you who have been with us for many weeks or months, you know that Elemental and Labru and I keep telling everyone it's 3 minutes, because we want to give everyone a chance, but many weeks we end up doing overtime for which Elemental and I don't get paid for. We do it because we love the community, but we want to hear everyone. But please try to be respectful of everyone's time. I put it in parentheses. I'm going to be a little bit gracious today. I'm going to give you 3.5 minutes. And Elemental, as actually at around 3 minutes, he will put up a little sign on his camera, wrap up, which we had considered doing for quite a few weeks already. So that'll be a good experiment today. Once you hit your 4 minutes, though, and I'm already giving you a minute, extra, I'm going to mute you, and I'm going to see how that works today. And again, I'm not doing it because I'm mean. I just want to, give everyone the chance, to get on today. We have a long list. We have 18 performers who signed up. We want to get a little good luck round in at the end for anyone who didn't have a chance to sign up. And, we want to get as many, of you, come onto the mic. So please, 3.5 minutes. I'm a little bit lenient, but once you hit the 4 minutes, I may hit the mute button. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to try my best. We will have a little tiny halftime show, which means it's not like the Super Bowl. I am not Usher. Congratulations to Usher for getting the Super Time halftime slot for next February next year. In our halftime show, I'm just going to let you know what we're doing in the next few weeks at the New Regan Poets Cafe. And many of you already know we are closing the building in 1 month and 3 days, which is Halloween, because the building needs a major reconstruction from bottom to top, from the basement to the roof, though. So I'll get to that later on. And we will have a good luck round. If anyone would like to be on the good luck round, just put it in the chat. It's probably easier, you don't have to private message Elemental or me. Just put it in the chat. Elemental will collect the names. If I miss anyone, he will let me know, privately. So if anyone would like to perform who didn't have a chance to sign up, just let us know and we'll add you to the good luck round at the end. And that also, if there are any concerns or issues, just let me or the co-host know in case you see any strange behavior. We do not have any censorship, but we will not allow hate speech. So if you feel like, threatened by any other attendee here, let Elemental or me please know and we will take care of it on the tech end. I just saw, as a host, I'm not going to have a chance to look at each and every chat message, but I just saw Finn Bell's, so I really want to thank Finn Bell again so much for guest hosting last week. I know this wasn't the first and last time. It was the first time, but it won't be the last time. Finn Bell has taught, I believe, at least one workshop with the New Regan Poets Cafe, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see her many more times. Please support her. She has her own platform called Fincapulary. She has an open mic tonight after the New Eureka Poets Cafe. So Finbell, if you want anyone to attend, I know you're not performing now, but feel free to put your usual, social media handles and Fincapulary information in the chat, because I want everyone to support you as well. So thank you again for helping out last week. All right, I believe I have one more slide here. Yes, those are our performers today. We have many of our mainstays: Jeff, Eddie, Bill, Mr. Tess, Unesh, Ike, Mariana. CeCe is going to get moved a little bit further down because he is still on the road. He just texted me a few minutes ago. We have Gasta, Catman. I'm looking forward to Generalissimo, Liza, Celeste, Principe, Josi, Daniel, and then we have two newcomers, Nicole and Hassan. I'm hoping I did pronounce it correctly. We'll find out later. So welcome. And again, if everyone sticks to their 3 minutes, time limit, I think we should have a good luck round. So anyone would like to perform who didn't have a chance to sign up, go ahead and let us know. And that is also a good reminder for me. If you want to sign up for future Thursday night online open mics, the sign up for both Monday and Thursday is always 24 hours before. So for Mondays, it would be starting Sunday at 8 p.m. For Thursdays, it would be Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That is for an artist RSVP ticket. If you just want to watch and you want to cheer on everyone, you don't have to sign up. You can if you want for a viewer RSVP ticket, but you don't have to. Just join us in Zoom, and we will still welcome you regardless. All right, I'm a little bit nervous because again, I've never done this before. Oh yeah, there is one more slide. I'm going to add a little tiny twist today. I was thinking of doing a little group poem with everyone, but I don't want to overwhelm my first guest hosting gig here, online. But I would love to know from everyone before I let you read, why do you attend this or other online open mics? And you're going to ask me, well, that's a crazy question. Like, no, I don't think it's not, because I'm going to tell you, I didn't think of attending open mics until, years after I became a writer. I started writing plays and essays, but then my fellow writers from my library's writers group told me about open mics. There is a small open mics at a cafe in the Bronx where I live, and I just love it there because obviously it gives the chance to for your others to hear your poetry or your comedy or your stories, and you get to network and you get to meet so many other people. So I'm going to ask everyone, why, what is it with you? Why are you in an open mic? The New Eureka Poets Cafe saved my life during the pandemic, and when I saw that they started online open mics 3.5 years ago, I don't know how I could have done it without them. And in a stroke of luck, I then started volunteering for the cafe, and now I am one of the staff members though. So I am appreciative of the New Eureka Poets Cafe. I am appreciative of all the other wonderful platforms, Fincapulary, Finbell's platform, The Word is Right, B-Worms. There are so many open mind we have on Fridays. So thank you guys for all of this. I really appreciate it. So on that note, I'm gonna paste for the first time the list in the chat, so that way you can see visually again what I had on the slide here. And then we're gonna welcome our first performer for tonight. Now, funny enough, the first performer is usually either Deadpan Lizzie or Michael Sindler or DJ Clearing. I got a note from all of them that they are not able to make it today. Michael Sindler is actually lucky. He is in an event in Denver where Roxanne Gay is featuring in tonight. So obviously, he is there in person. So I'm glad he got a chance at that. So we have the wonderful opportunity, and I know it's not his first time being on number one, but Jeff Codwell is on the first spot today. Jeff, thank you so much for coming back. I know I got to see you again in person a few months ago when you came to New York City. We got to see Pinky as well, so I'm glad you made it here to our Thursday night online open mic, last one of September. Jeff, you know the drill. Let everyone know where we may find you, where we may find Pinky on that note, and then go ahead. The next 3 or 3.5 minutes are all yours. Welcome.
All right. Find me at jeffcottrell.com. I'm easy to find on Facebook and Twitter, and now Instagram. I can be found there. And next month, you can find me in Australia because I'm going on a book tour in Australia with Paul Cohn and reuniting with Skylar Winter. We're going to do Perth and Sydney and Canberra live gigs. One of them is on Zoom too, actually, so ask me about that. So it's a hybrid. Okay, so I don't have anything new and polished, so I'm going to give you something new and unpolished. This is just something I scribbled for a workshop last week. I was given the prompt, a pumpkin spice what? A pumpkin spice what? Shrieked the creature with the tall black hat and the doggy ears, staring at what was on the plate. Lasagna! Pumpkin spice lasagna, said Sam I Am, I can't read my writing, as he waved the dish in front of the other creature's face. Would you like to give it a try? Fuck no, Sam I Am, said the creature with the tall black hat and doggy ears. I ain't trying that shit. It smells gross. But you did love green eggs and ham, said Sam I Am. That was different, said the creature with the tall black hat and doggy ears. That wasn't pumpkin spice lasagna. No way I'm putting that shit in my face. Sam I Am frowned. My friend, he said, why not open your mind to new experiences? Why give in to prejudice? Don't you want to give a positive example to impressionable young folks? Fuck the young folks, said the creature with the tall black hat and doggy ears. Fuck 'em, I say. They're not my responsibility. I'm not their keeper. Leave me alone. Sam I Am looked down sadly at his lasagna. You know, I put a lot of work into this lasagna, my friend. A lot of heart. You could at least thank me for the thought. The creature with the tall black hat and doggy ears snorted. Don't pull that shit on me. Don't do that passive-aggressive crap. I didn't ask you to make me a pumpkin spice lasagna. Sam I Am sighed and looked away. You know what you are, snapped the creature. You're a bully and a harasser. Keep trying to force me to eat your stupid food under the guise of trying new experiences. You know I don't want it. You know I don't have time, but you keep pushing it on me. I'm sorry, said Sam I Am. All I wanted to do was sit in peace and read the new Mariana Atkinshire book. That's kind of an inside joke. I was doing a bunch of pieces in that workshop, but about a book called Mariana Atkinshire, by Mariana Atkinshire, who's I made up. The reviews call it a complex postmodern masterpiece. You know, food for the soul, Sam I Am. That's the only food I'm interested in right now. Not lasagna, not eggs, not ham. Just beautiful literature. Why can't you leave me in peace, Sam I Am? This is all about you, and you know it. You don't really care about my experience. Sam I Am sighed again. He looked as if he were going to cry. Fuck you, Sam I Am, said the creature. I hate you, dick. So that was the new Sam I Am adventures, and I will put some fun info in the chat, including some general details about Australia. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Jeff and nope, sorry, I did that purposely. It was Sam I Am. Let me ask everyone to unmute themselves. Please give a big round of applause for Jeff. That was amazing.
Woo, Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeff. Wonderful, man.
Get Jeff to set it off. Let's go, y'all.
Okay.
Amazing. I love that. And I love how you started at the beginning, something new and unpolished, but even your unpolished, writings, and then even when you couldn't read your writing, which actually makes me wonder if you purposely wrote that and that wasn't just ad lib. You are still amazing. So Jeff, I'm so happy that you started us off. That was a great piece. Jeff, I'm going to ask you to unmute one more time. I forgot to ask you, why do you attend open mics such as this one? And I know you go to so many other places. Why are you a writer? Why do you perform?
I just really like performing, and open mics is a great place to try out new material or just bring back old stuff. And being part of a community and finding new audiences and getting the old audiences back, really the reasons we all do it.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, again, I'm glad you're here with us almost every week. Find Jeff. Already had pasted it in the chat, I believe, so where you can find him. Buy his books. See his performances. He actually tours. He's been to New York City. He's been to other places. So thank you, Jeff. Amazing. I had a chance to scroll through the chat, and I did add Cosi Cos and Dorena, which we're gonna find out how to pronounce your name. I did add both of you to the good luck round. If there's anyone else I forgot, let Elemental or me know, and we will add you to it though. All right. Next up, we have another mainstay. Let me unmute you. Ed, today he is named Ed Flantastic, which is, I love it. I'm a little bit scared what you're bringing, but Ed, it's so good to have you back. Ed, why do you come to open mics and to places like this here online and to many other places?
Sure, one easy answer. Nuyorican is a place to be from our daily misery. And plus, you can't say Nuyorican without saying family.
I love that. Yes, this is our family. We are the online family. We still haven't met you in person yet, but it will happen one of these days. If you don't get a chance to come to New York City, I'll come to Washington, D.C. But I'm glad you're with us here on our family online. Ed, let everyone know where we may find you, and then go ahead. The next 3 minutes are all yours.
Thank you forevermore. Thank you for my wonderful encore. And thank you, Ron, for making me feel every color but blue. And thank you for pushing on through. Remember that we love you. All right. You want to follow me? Please look in the chat so you know where it's at. My name is Ed Flantastic, and I want to make your days a little bit enthusiastic or bombastic. I brought steam or some cream. All right. This is called Honey Rain. My hungry tongue reached over to taste your womanly essence. The wetness flows over our naked flesh, engulfing a trance for delectable fragrance, eyes to eyes with chest to chest, two bodies beginning a salacious dance. My feisty passions coursing through our veins, the embers slowly washing around our bare canvas, the feeling slowly melted the chains inside of our hearts and brains, the inferno quickly burn away our doubts and consciousness. My lustful tongue ravaged deep between your legs, slowly going deeper into your soft, moist wetness. My tongue is going back and forth on pink citrusy threads. Our bodies are hot and bothered by increased sexual awareness. Our explicit minds flash images of red and white. The sensitive, instinctive feed our nerves. Our imagination is pushing through to newer erotic heights. Our rapid maneuvers holding on to every inch of our melting curves. Our damp hands were firmly grasping each other. The air has gotten thinner than any knife. We were feeling the euphoria of our vicious yet tender raging summer. We're both strongly and passionately clinging to life. Our boiling bodies continuously express wetness around our pores. We're both pulling harder and deeper into a delicate movement. Our pure love making us continuously hunger for more to feed our starving cores. Our body closely and surely reaching in sensational transcendence. Our static voices echoes through the pitch blackness. We were killing each other with soft, slow pressure. Our lungs engulfed the enticing and intoxicating mist. Our senses became lost in a hurricane of stimulated pleasure. Our spicy mouths were screaming in blissful agony. Our great deafness inside our delightful tornado. Our lips were slurping every drop of our Cajun sweet honey. Our nerves are experiencing a very satisfying overload. Our lustful loins kept twirling and swirling to a new state of ecstasy. My harsh shaft impairs your soft pink walls towards your sexual abyss. Our skin shivering and quivering like a raging sea. Our bodies stuck in a steamy rampage fueled by a breathtaking kiss. Our hot blood is rising to reach our peaks. Our inner drums are playing to a wild tempo. Our loins and mouths quickly experiencing leaks. Our whole bodies are about to explode. Our sweaty bodies became stiff and motionless. The clear, creamy river oozed out. Our minds reached a state of bleak bliss. The sunshine joyfully and playfully sprouts. Our bodies spread out in a exhausted daze. Our minds drifted off to a river of dreams. The bed was cool, calm, and unfazed. Our bodies nestled in a colorful, woven streams. Thank you.
Hey, we should be thanking you, which is why is the reason I'm going to ask everyone to unmute themselves. And please thank it. Amazing.
Yeah, Eddie.
All right, Ed. Way to go, man.
Very nice.
You never disappoint.
Keep bringing it, man, all the time. It's only getting better every time.
Yes, that's right. It is getting better. It's amazing. The steamy, sounding Eddie Foreman. Please, anyone, if you need voice acting work or you know of any company, that needs to hire a voice actor, please recommend Eddie. Eddie is just amazing. I'm so happy. Eddie also runs workshops and movie nights at other organizations such as The Word is Right and Fincapulary, so please support him, see him at other places, and keep seeing him here on Mondays and Thursdays with us at the New Regan Poets Cafe. That was great, Eddie. Really, really, really appreciate it. I saw an earlier chat message, Hassan asking about how to access our live stream online, so I'm going to paste that in the chat right now. All you have to do is go to the New Regan Poets Cafe's either Facebook page, or which is New Regan Poets, or YouTube channel, which is New Regan Poets Cafe, or X, which is formerly Twitter, which is @NewReganPoets. And on either one of those platforms, if you're not watching live right now, and hello to everyone who is watching us live on any of those three platforms now, but you once we finish the live stream, you can then replay afterwards, and anyone that you missed, or watch your own performance to see, how well you did. As Jeff mentioned, open mics are a great way to try out new material. So please support Eddie. He just put in the chat that on October 11 is his next movie night. Connect with him, so that way you will not miss out on that. And I saw Jeff also posted in the chat, the places where he will be featuring soon. So thank you everyone for all the support and for being here. On that note, let us move on to the next performer. I think we're going to go to the other side of the coast. We are, the New Regan Post Cafe is on the East Coast, New York City. I'm not in Manhattan right now. I am zooming in from the Bronx, from my home. But I believe we are going to California. I could be wrong. I hope I got that right. But Bill, are you there? I'm going to ask you to unmute. Bill?
Yes, I'm here. Long Beach, California.
Yay, cool. And just to ask you, why are you attending open mics such as this one here?
I've been playing various forms for many years. It's just part of who I am, how I express myself, and it's just part of me. It's just something I have to do, just like breathing. It's a mandatory activity.
Yes, no, this is great. Let us do a quick sound check. I know your mic is very loud, and I think you did that so that we can hear the guitar. Play just one tune of your guitar to see if we can. Yes, it's not as loud as it is, but we can hear it much better than in past weeks, though. Is your original sound on in your Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, then Bill Alkins, everyone, welcome please, Bill Alkins. Bill, the floor's.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Yes. I'm going to do a song, original. I've done it before. It's one of my more popular ones, I'm told. It's called Macy. It's a song about a dog that an ex-girlfriend of mine had that was born with some unique qualities, could only walk down the street or prance diagonally, couldn't go straight. Anyway, I hope you like it. It's one of my favorites as well. You're a dog for all seasons, my little Macy. You're such a joy to behold. Diagonally prancing down Solano Avenue. Your beautiful imperfection is so dear. Your affection so sincere. Oblivious to hatred, my little Macy. You would befriend the worst of fiends. My little black terrier, so affecting. Man's best friend is indeed a dog. When people keep killing each other over gods, you charming creature, my little Macy. You render my world sweet and kind. Whether chasing squirrels or little children, you give me repose so sublime. In a world fraught with danger for mankind. You're a dog for all seasons, my little Macy. You're such a joy to behold. Diagonally prancing down Solano Avenue. Your beautiful imperfection is so dear. Your affection so sincere. Thank you, everybody.
Whoa! Okay, everyone, please, big round of applause for Bill Evans.
Yeah, Bill.
Good job, Bill. Woo.
Ooh, thank
Very
you.
nice, very
Like
nice.
Pleasant, very sweet, man, soothing.
Love it.
Very
Always
nice.
love hearing your
Bill,
song.
go Bill.
Yes, amazing, amazing. All right, I muted you a second before I muted everyone else because I wanted to make sure that we can hear everyone's, flowers that they gave you. So, Bill, that this is powerful, mic you have there, but equally powerful song. And and if anyone needs some songs to serenade anyone, please hire Bill. He will write it for you. If you pay him, that's just amazing, though. So, Bill, thank you for being here, for doing this, and for having joined the online community here, including at the New York Poets Cafe. We really, really appreciate you. All right, coming up next is, we're going to stay in California and we're going to go to Mr. Tess, which I almost know why he does attend online open mics, because he is an amazing storyteller. You know, we for the newcomers, you know, we call him. We're gonna hear a Tess talk, or we can hear songs as well. So. He has published a book already. You know, he is involved with the online community as well. Mr. Tess, in your own words, why do you attend online open mics?
For the same reason that bank robbers rob banks. That's where the money's at.
I love it. Well, okay, well then please support financially and mentally, here with with our presence here. Everyone next on the mic is Mr. Tess. Mr. Tess, the floor is all yours. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Folks can follow me on Instagram. I dropped all my infos on the chat. I'm what do you call it? Modeling transmedia authorship. So this is a song that goes with the screenplay that I've been working on. We've gotten two acts out of it. We'll have the last act. Hopefully, I started it and hopefully I'll finish it. But this is the song that goes with it. So it's titled Coyote Solastalgia Blues. Coyote on this lonely trail, out so far from home, chasing dreams that seem so frail. Lost and all alone underneath the pale moonlight. Oh, my song. In the heart of the endless night, feel the ache and the blue. Coyotes all nostalgia blue. It is true. Lost in this world of endless hues, feeling so askew. Coyotes on nostalgia blue. With every step I take, searching for the path that cruel fire they take. Through the scorching barren land, I roam without a guide. Every step is like shifting sand, and the fire is dry. But I with every step I take, searching for the path, that cruel fire they take. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Mr. Tess. That was amazing. It was over 4 minutes, so I'm gonna move on to the next performer. See, it's so tough as a host. Now I understand Labru and Elemental, because this song was so amazing. I didn't want to interrupt you, but you know what, Elemental, we need to give Mr. Tess his own feature here on one of our online open mics. Amazing. Everyone, please follow Mr. Tess. He had already put his information in the chat. And keep coming here on Mondays and Thursdays, because you're gonna keep hearing from him, including on Monday when we will hear the last concluding act of his screenplay he was playing. So thank you for this, Mr. Tess. Really, 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 really appreciate it. All right, let us move on to the next performer, and we're going to go international now. And he has been with us for many years as well. And I'm not going to single him out, but I am going to show his 2 books here. And I'm sorry, my screen is a little bit blurry. Let's Unesh Live and Light Shadow Live. He has published 2 books. I know more are coming. It's just those that I have almost everyone else's book as well behind me in my bedroom, but it's just his was the quickest I could get, So thank you, Unesh, for coming to us all the way from India. Why do you attend online open mics such as this one here?
I think it's for me like yoga of mind. So I feel peace whenever I am doing poetry or I am with poets and on open mics.
I love it. And that piece has even got you to your own online open mic, which you now do. Let everyone know where we may follow you, when we can catch your own online open mic, and then the next 3 minutes are all yours. Go ahead.
Perfect. I am Unesh Mohitkar on Facebook and Instagram. I've got open mic. Let's Unesh Live, 11:30 a.m. New York time, 9 p.m. India time, every Friday. This Friday we are off. Here we go. They want loyalty from the poor. The rich and the powerful are always the royalties. People fought wars for the loyalty of someone. Their families are now at the mercy of someone. Loyal to an idea, person, dream, disloyal to truth. The loyal in the relationship is always hurt the most. Disloyalty never hurts you. What hurts is trust without verification. Disloyal people are happy. They are not loyal to an idea of truth, perfection, or happiness. A person who says that he has always been loyal, he has never verified his truth. Broken hearts are loyal to pain, disloyal to happiness. Truth is never loyal to anyone. Truth hurts the innocent more. Truth is not innocent. Everyone suffers, everyone lies, everyone cries, everyone feels the world has been unfair. They just need to be loyal to themselves. People hate fake laughter. The truth is, it might have avoided a lot of wars. We follow trends in society. You are just loyal to a trend that you believe is an original idea. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. And everyone, please also thank Unesh. That was amazing.
Unesh.
Yeah, Unesh. Like
Nice.
his book.
Very nice.
Excellent
Very
book.
nice. Good.
It's amazing. The amazing, loyal Unesh, loyal to us, loyal to his online family, loyal to his, community, to everyone that he supports. Thank you, Unesh. It is such a blessing. If anyone hasn't bought his books, you can get them on Amazon. Even though Unesh is based in India, Amazon makes it possible, to get them in the United States or wherever you are. Thank you so much, Unesh. We'll see you next week again. We really appreciate it. All right, we are now going to our next performer, who our Monday night host calls the Vincent Price of Poetry. Ike, actually I have two questions, because remind me again, where are you Zooming from? You are not based in New York City. Did I get that incorrect? Or?
You got that right. I'm on Monterey Bay, California.
California, nice. Okay, and then why do you attend on an open mic? I know you joined us here at this specific open mic like about a year, maybe 2 years ago, and I'm glad you found us. But why open mics for you?
Well, first of all, COVID happened, and the other point is I grew up in the theater, and poetry lets my words tell a story to you.
And which we're gonna now hear another story. Thank you so much for this, everyone. Ike Walts, the floor's all yours. Go ahead.
Oh, magnum mysterium. He walked every sunset on our beach with his wife hand in hand, waving a hello to the dolphins, passing silently by. On a bench, side by side, me and my wife watching the dolphins gracefully rise and dive, telling us how lucky we are. Yes, they walked every sunset, hand in hand, touching us with mystery. How beautiful they were, strolling silently by, hand in hand, side by side. It is a few days now, and he is walking alone. We were wondering why. He looked lost, gray. His walk now heavy. He ignored the dolphins. There was no ocean in his eyes. We guessed she must have left him. Where did she go? What did happen to their love? Could this happen to us? Finally, we said, "Hi, how is your wife?" He stopped. "None of your business," I expected the response. As he faced us ever so slowly, I felt sadness in his life. My wife had passed. Cancer, he said. Exactly 3 weeks ago, as of today. Emotionally dead, he turned like a ghost and trudged away. We sat frozen in time, speechless. The ocean drained away, the beach so empty, had nothing to say. The dolphins gone for the day. I looked at my wife, she looked at me. Our bond realized fragile eternity. Will she ever sit alone on our bench, on our beach, looking at an ocean where dolphins feel nothing anymore? To me, to you, to us, life had exposed love's cruelty. And time ceases to be, yet defeated time will celebrate. Past happiness, now forever, our victory. Thank you.
Oh, so amazing, so amazing. Everyone, please unmute yourself. Give it up for Ike Walts. Wow.
Hauntingly beautiful, Ike. Yeah.
Really beautiful, Ike.
Always.
Yeah.
That never misses. Damn it, Ike. He never misses. And then his voice is just dope.
I was right there.
Exactly. I don't know how you do it each week. Ike, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here with us online. Thank you for zooming in from all the way from the West Coast. And, one of these days, if you can visit the East Coast, let us know. Even though we're closing the New Eureka Poets Cafe, we're going to go to different places within the city. So the New Eureka Poets Cafe will continue in some way or another, including on the online. Thank you so much, Ike. Really, really appreciate it. All right. And now we're going to go back international because our next performer found us magically a few months ago, but I've been following her on social media. She actually performs in quite a few different places in person as well, if I got that right, in where you live on one of the islands in the Caribbean Sea, St. Martin. Mariana, why do you attend online open mics? Have you been doing this like for even before the pandemic, or did it just start recently that you came and perform?
Yeah, good evening, Ron Mark and Elemental and Poet friends. Yes, I have been reading for, I suppose, maybe 10 years or so on the island of St. Martin, but we're a 37 square kilometer rock in the Atlantic, about 3 hours by air southeast of Miami. So the performance scene is not great, even though there are a tremendous number, surprising number of excellent poets here and many published writers. So I really crave this kind of interaction, and I absolutely adore it. I can't have enough of it.
And I love that. And you know what, I can allow me to add that though, because I hear that sometimes from others, if they live outside of a major city, if there are no performance places for you, to show your performance skills in person, start one your own. If there is a small restaurant or cafe in your town, see if they would love to have you, because they love it, because you're going to bring customers in and they're going to buy coffee and wine and drinks and all the stuff. But nevertheless, I'm glad you're with us. You're online. You know the drill. Let us know how we may follow you. And then the next 3 minutes are all yours.
Sure. Well, you can find me, Marianne Teft, my name, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And tonight, I'm really pleased to share with you a poem that is kind of special to me. As it's the eve of the full harvest moon, I would not be a true July-born moonchild if I did not share with you a little full moon fire, which also happens to be the title poem of my first collection. Here it is. They say our signs don't mix, hot sun, shadow, but we got our own tricks and they don't know what we know. The cards say, just forget it, but we're in love together. Dynamo and H2O, we're two sides of forever. Feel you rise like first light, open to your kiss. Beneath a shower of moonlight, my sea drowns you in my bliss. Your torch has the power, frozen heart. My tide is the elixir that tears your blaze apart. When my rain meets your flame, we take it even higher, making steam, making full moon fire. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your full moon.
Oh my goodness, you know what? I'm almost thinking like, did you hang out with Ed too much? Like, we're getting the little vibe, and you know what? I am so embarrassed. As many months as I've known you here on the online world, I didn't even realize that you had already published a book, from last year. I just looked it up on Amazon. I pasted it in the chat. Congratulations, everyone. Please unmute yourself. That was amazing. Wow.
I'm definitely moon inspired, and here in the tropical moonlight, my first collection is called Full Moon Fire, and the second is called Moonchild.
Cool. Everyone, please applause for Maria. That was
beautiful.
Thanks to you all.
Marianne.
Beautiful.
And I found out last week you're a teacher. I didn't know that.
I am. Yes, I am. I'm a Montessori teacher here on the island. Yes.
Yeah, we keep, that's why, that's why many of us found out, we keep finding out more about us, which is great, because that's how we're all growing as a community here and, getting to know each other better and better each week, though, and also, Mariana, you probably do remember that Finn Bell is going to publish a magazine soon, and she has a deadline of October 1st, and I believe that the theme is moon as well, though, so I encourage you, to either, I don't know what the rules are if any already published poems can be sent, but you know that will just send, because that will be a great thing to contribute to her magazine. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Maria. Zooming in from Saint Martin from the Caribbean, from one of the Caribbean islands. So thank you so much. This is so amazing. We are truly international. I love it. All right, we're going to come back to the United States now. We may be going to his bathroom, and this is not something like weird or something like this, but there have been several times when he did perform out of his bathroom, which gave us a little extra sound. I think that was you. I hope it was you. I hope I'm not confusing that with someone else. Catman Bill, I'm asking you to unmute. I hope your tech is working okay on your end. Oh, you know what? Because I reversed accident. You know what? That's okay. See, everybody has to be ready, because I'm not like Elemental Uproar. I'm not the most perfect host. I just realized that I accidentally reversed you, but that's okay. So Gustav, hang in for 1 second. we're gonna go to Catman Bill first. So Catman Bill, I apologize about it, but again, everybody has to be ready. Catman Bill, why are you attending online open mics?
Well, I can personalize it with the Norwegian open mic, because I've grown a little tired. Of course, in COVID in 2020, many of us were isolated. I certainly was totally, and I was pretty much paranoid that had I caught COVID during that year without medication, I would have been a walking dead man. And I consider something like Norwegian to be something that helped saved me. But I have grown tired of actually Zoom events. I don't do them. Really, this one and a favor to a friend of mine are the only two that I do with regularity, and that is why.
Well, then I feel extra blessed now that that we are still on your list of Zoom online open mics. So thank you for keeping us on it. So everyone, please, the floors now. Here is Catman Bill. I'm sorry, Catman Bill. The floor is all yours. Go ahead.
Okay, and you just caught me. I just started running through a piece on my blog on Subtract, timing it to see whether I could have spoken it, but I didn't get through it, and it might have been over 4 minutes. So I'm going to just launch into a song piece. And the other thing about Norwegian is that I've known of its existence from the 1970s. I always had a passing thought saying, well, it's for Puerto Ricans. I mean, I just always said that it's for Hispanics, but of course that's not true. It's for anybody. And and so when I finally introduced myself in 2020, I was elated and happy to be part of this. So with that in mind, I will do a song that I hadn't done in a while, but it's called, it was written in 2019 after Greta Thunberg had given her iconic speech at the UN. I am Greta. I'm just 16. I should be in school today. Instead, I stand here before you, disappointed with your stagnant ways. We have come here to let you know that change is coming soon. People throughout the world will tell you the planet is almost doomed. Mass extinction all around us. We're not here to beg you to care for our future, as you have ignored us all too soon. 20 years or more have come and gone with your climate change conferences. 100 million barrels of daily crude pumped into the air like food. This road of madness that we're on, with many species now extinct, you have failed us with your preaching. You stand there with your open mouth and blink. Some people say that I should be in school, that I should be a climate scientist, learning what none of you will listen. Of poisoning emissions. This climate crisis is now resolved. We have all the facts we need. The Paris conference said it well, but you have failed to stop this greed. We have come here to let you know that change is coming soon. People throughout the world will tell you the planet is almost doomed. I am Greta, I'm just 16. I should be in school today. Instead I stand here before you, disappointed with your stagnant ways. And I'm sorry if I've gone over 4 minutes.
Nope, you're very good. Thank you so much for honoring this. Everyone, please unmute yourself and give it up for Catman Bell. It was amazing.
Yeah, great song, Bill.
Thank you.
Lovely. That was very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Love how comfortable you are with your guitar. Your style is very clear. Love it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And such a needed song, you know, and I'm glad, you know, what Greta is doing, you know, and yes, she's missing school, but, you know, she's doing it for the world, because many of us forget, you know, like, you know, including especially the climate change deniers, you know, that we're going to be gone in, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but we're leaving the scorched earth, you know, for the youngsters, you know, and, you know, I think I just heard in the news earlier today that some teenagers in Portugal, I believe so, in Europe, you know, went to court against some of the governments, you know, in Europe, you know, to let them know, hey, you need to do something about climate change. It's already, you know, too late at this point, though, but there needs to be something done. So songs like yours, you know, are very important. So thank you, Catman Bill, that was a very needed song that we needed to hear, and everyone on the internet who watches us on the live stream needed to hear as well. Thank you. All right, so coming back now, and apologies again, the Megas Gasta Salis zooming in from Florida, and earlier in the chat he wrote to my question, why does he attend open mic? And I'm going to put it in your voice. Gustav comes to open mic because it is an opportunity to share his poetry and hear the words of his fellow poets, which has been invaluable. His words, I love my global poetry community and the New York Poets Cafe. And you loved it so much that I believe 2 times or 3 times you already visited New York City, coinciding with the Poetry Festival. And you've been in the New York Poets Cafe and rocked at the karaoke, at the Voices and Vibe. Gustav, you are invaluable to us. Thank you for coming back here. Let everyone know where we may follow you, and then the floor is all yours.
My info's in the chat on Megas801 on Instagram. Thank you, Ron Mark Thompson. Thank you, Elemental. Beloved poets, I have 2 pieces for you tonight. This first piece is called An Ode to RMT. This poem goes out to RMT, the glue of our community. Let me tell you what he means to me. The number mark, spelled with a C, I must post. He's so great, yes, he's the most, and best be sure he's got the boot for all those who would get cute with finesse and savoir-faire. Ron does it all with flair and a certain je ne sais quoi. Makes it look as easy as un, deux, trois. Or in German, eins, zwei, drei. We salute RMT because he's so fly. And my next piece is called Pixie. It's brand new. Her name was Pixie, but she refused to be any incel's manic pixie dream girl. She was all woman, the real thing, a patriarch's nightmare. She said, our job as artists is not to try to guess what our audience wants. That way lies focus group pablum. But rather our job is to make listeners want what we have to give on our terms. And she did. She always gave her real self to every endeavor. I crave all you have to give like water in the desert, Pixie. You are more magical than magic itself, more real than reality. She said, I can never belong to another. I am mine alone, and I respect that. And she said, but I will cheerfully lead you astray from the path others have designed for you to one of your own most secret desire. This is why I love you, elusive Pixie, who can never be mine. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I have to give you my flower. That first poem, thank you so much. That was so sweet. Your Zoom froze for just a few lines, though, so I'm gonna have to listen to it again on the. Hopefully, it made it okay to the YouTube, and the Facebook stream. But those were so sweet lines, Gustav. We really appreciate you. Everyone, please unmute yourself. Those two poems were amazing, and I'm biased because of the first one.
Really?
Yes, definitely biased.
Gustav
That was
just
wonderful,
does this,
Gustav.
for real.
Wonderful.
Just another example of how Gustav just does this.
Brother
Another
Gustav.
masterpiece, Gustav.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Honoring the ode.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Gustav. You are amazing. I'm so glad, you found us and you're with us, here on the online community and the in-person community, so appreciate it. We'll see you at next year's Poetry Festival, if not, before that. Exactly. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, Gustav is actually sporting his New Regan Poets hat, as well. I see that. Yay, which he won in a raffle a few months ago, which we did, so that's amazing. Thank you so much, Gustav. That was great. Love it, especially the first poem. But again, I'm biased. I love it. Thank you so much, though. All right, coming up next is we're gonna go north to Maine. Generalissimo Brian Franco, who we had the pleasure of meeting several times in person as well. He's been to the New Regan Poets Cafe. I'm also glad that you made it, there before we closing the building. Generalissimo, I kind of know the answer, but tell the audience, why are you attending online and in-person open mics? I know you've been to many in-person open mics as well. Why?
I think that we are all both chosen and found family for each other. And we have to support our family and listen to their poetry and learn from each other to create new poetry.
I love it. Well, let's hear what you have created for us today. Everyone, Brian Franco.
Okay. Oh, this is it. I'm sorry. So the first poem was written in Diane Murray Ward's workshop last week. It's called Less Than 4 Minutes on a Bus in the Bronx. There's a young man around 21 years old sitting directly behind the bus driver, intently tap dancing on his cell phone with his thumbs. Directly behind him is a man in his late 60s wearing what looks like a Kelly Green 1980s members only windbreaker, who spends almost every afternoon riding the bus. He worries the kid will ruin his ability to properly communicate because of all that constant texting. Two young women who are possibly not yet 20 are talking loudly about the boys they have both dated, including facts like penis size. Suddenly, a bike messenger jumps the curb in front of the bus. The driver slams the brakes. The phone flies to the side and hits one of the loud girls in her boob. She yells, "Boy, I own this phone now." In less than 18 months, the older man will write a New York Times bestseller titled What Happened During My Residency on the Columbus Avenue Line. The next one is called Scotch Rocks. The bartender dips a metal scoop into the ice machine. The ice sounds like little marbles when it lands in the glass. He sets it atop the popmark bar. When he pours the scotch, you hear the slight Rice Krispie-esque crackle of the ice objecting to its eventual melting. It's the top shelf stuff that you rarely get. The bartender asks if you're celebrating something. He mentions he remembers when your dad brought you in to celebrate your first job after college, back when his now deceased uncle owned the place. He pushes the glass across the oak. It travels less than a foot before it arrives at you. You lift it to about where your chin is. You tilt it back and forth. The ice jingles. It sounds a bit like one of those collars people put on their dog when they dress it up like an elf at Christmas. You lift it till it hits your bottom lip. It smells of caramel cooking in a pan. Your top lip rises just enough for a sip of liquor to travel over your tongue to your taste buds and slide down your throat. A warm sensation happens for a few seconds that feels like you won an award for sighing. During this time, you closed your eyes when the scotch entered and opened them when you set the glass onto the bar. You exhale through your nose before sip number 2. You say to the bartender, "Yes, Travis, I am celebrating," but you don't tell him what you are celebrating. You don't order a second drink. You leave a generous tip. He says to have a nice night and says your name. As you walk away, you wonder what you two would talk about if you ran into each other at a diner. Thank you.
Oh, so we're getting the chef angle from him because he is all about food, but we also got something from the Bronx because I forgot that he used to live in New York City for a while. So everyone, please give it up for Brian Generalissimo. Wow.
Generalissimo.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Love your work.
You're such a great writer, Generalissimo. You're just such a great writer.
Yes, he is. And we love his work. I remember the poem that he wrote about food and walking in the Lower East Side in Manhattan, near where the New Regan Poets Cafe is. I hope we'll get to hear that one of these days again. That's one of my favorite poems, but that was great. Thank you so much, Generalissimo, for being here, for continuing to support us. Support him. He runs his own online open mics. I believe it's on the first and third Monday of the month with the word is right, and it's before the Monday night online open mic with the New Regan Poets Cafe, so there is no conflict or no schedule conflict. You on Mondays you can attend his online open mic first, then you can come to the New Regan Poets Cafe's online open mic, and then you can go to the B-Worms in Texas, which is another great open mic that many of us attend. So thank you again, as always, for being here. Really, really, really appreciate you. All right, coming up next is Liza. And it's like, I know in Zoom you're only Liza here, but on the poetry performance name in the ticket side, you did put Liza Lovechild, so I want to make sure I got that correct. And I believe Liza recently joined us. I hope I'm correct with this. Liza, remind me, where are you zooming in from which corner of the country, and why are you attending online open mics?
I am here. Good evening, everyone. I'm here from Miami. And I'm a poet and I love poetry, and this is an amazing way to connect. However, I'm at the New Yorican Cafe because it's iconic. 20 years ago, I went there and didn't make it in with my aunt. So I'm going, when I got on here and heard that it was closing, I'll be there next Wednesday. And it really is a journey of like a lot of love. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm amazed when you
Can't
do.
wait to meet you.
Yeah, across the bar in the tech booth, because usually I'm like in the back end because I'm usually the shy person running the tech side. Please stop by the tech booth,
I will.
and say hi. So
It's only days away.
Cool. We'll see you next Wednesday. So Liza, let us know where we may follow you. People can see you in person next week, but outside of this, where we, and then the floor is all yours. Go ahead.
Liza Denise 3 on Instagram and Liza Nepa Lovechild on Facebook and Love by Lovechild on TikTok. Thank you. I get in the mood and feel sublime. As soon as the flow begins, my words begin to rhyme. In your mind's eye, at a baseline, imagine whatever groove gets you in the mood, and let me persuade you to play. Feel my groove, my pain, I'm not ashamed to display. Believe in pride, pride that resides in a light that is impossible to hide. Moments you try to never remember, and some that burn hotter than embers. Remembering cold Decembers, subtracting lost family members, adding connections with friends, creating spiritual threads that have no end. Believing in love as long as a blink, giving love life as soon as the paper feels the ink. Looking for faith when there isn't a trace, sweet salvation and that beautiful face. Confrontations with contradictions, battles with addictions, AIDS, cancer, and the eternal quest for answers. Life told in rhyme, we all have a story. In my life, I call love glory. Love that is earned once we learn to feel life's tragic appeal. The moment we heal, when it becomes real, that love and pain are the same.
Ooh, so powerful, so powerful. Everyone, please unmute yourself. Give it up for Liza. Whoa. Amazing.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
Absolutely beautiful. Wow.
That's how
Wow.
you do it. Love and pain are the same.
Yes.
Love and pain are the same.
Beautiful indeed. That's amazing. Liza, we cannot wait to meet you in person. You're going to be grazing again the New Recon Poets because, as you said, you've been there before, and we're going to please sign up when you get to the open mic, go to the stage, sign up, say hi to La Brewer, she'll be so happy to meet you in person as well. So thank you, Liza. That was powerful. And please put in the chat again how we may follow you. Some of us weren't able to catch the exact spelling of your IG handle, so please put that in the chat again. Oh, that was amazing, so powerful. Thank you. See you next week in the cafe. All right, coming up next, we're going to do one more performer, then we're going to do a quick halftime show, and we're going to hear from Elemental. But first up, we have Celeste Ramos. Celeste, I'm just making sure you're here because I see your camera is off. Yep, you're here. Good. So Celeste actually recently moved back to New York City. Got to meet her in person. I know I'm going to see her many more times in person as well. She and I also had a great phone talk, exchanging ideas about performances and why we're doing it. But so I have an idea why you're here on online open mics. But let the audience know, why do you come to online open mics, which we are happy you are. And once you let us know about this, go ahead, the floor is all yours. And also let us know where we may follow you and where we can get your book, because I know you've published already as well. Welcome. Oh, Celeste, are you there? Is your audio working? Okay, yeah, I cannot hear you. It may be your headset. Okay, so 1 second. We're going to change the microphone, see if you can do this. Let's see. I know you can hear us, right? But no, we cannot hear you. No! Oh, is there like... Now we can, yes.
Yes, okay. It was my headset. That's fine.
Ah, okay, see. So yeah, let us know, why do you attend online open mics, then where we can find your book, where we can find you, and the floor is all yours. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Ron. I attend online open mics because I think between performing or just seeing people at open mics in person, at least personally for me, I've always felt like there's this weird disconnect between the being in person and being like immersed in people's art, and then you never know when you're gonna get it again. Sometimes you like walk into open mics, you happen to find out about them if it's not something regular that you go to. But I just hate that unpredictable space and that momentary disconnection, however long it lasts, between events. So it's always nice to have something that's accessible, that's there, that's it's not so much like convenient, you know, but more about just like there's something about a maintained presence that's important for me. So so that's why I do this. I love that this is going on. There are a couple of others that I want to start going to as well online, but I always prefer anything in person. If anyone wants to follow me who doesn't already, I'm on Instagram as LAVO Celeste, that's CELESTE. And the piece I'm reading for you is from my book. And this is a chapbook that just got published in August that's called Come Back For Me. And the piece that I'm reading is called Strange Ways, which interestingly enough has to do with maintain connection. So I'm on theme. And this is Strange Ways. We meet for a moment, sometimes a second, slight as a sigh, fat as an hour. Sometimes our stage is an elevator, a garage, a diner. We emptily ask how we're doing, and trust me, we're always good. You? We emptily hope all is well without asking if it is. I wish them better than what I can muster for myself these days, though if I bet that we bothered to dig, we'd discover we're tilling the same hard soil. Oh, we'd uncover fortunes, my friend, even if it's pyrite, it's still something that shines. No one believes a stranger could be as eager as I am inside, eager as a sprout, curled up and tough, ready to grow with a single drop of hello. I am the stranger who wants to be friends and won't try to kill you or steal from you. I miss people, even though every screen says we're out to kill each other and we should stay home and buy something instead. Even as every voice I hear is overtuning itself online to sound friendly and familiar, like every other voice on a YouTube video, that synthetic ear fuck of safe and trustworthy, regional accents and personalities getting lost like cursive. I still believe in people. I'm here and I want to hug you. I don't care what you're missing. We're walking carbon and we're gonna die. So have a good day. I hope you're well. Talk soon and take care. Thank you.
Thank you. What an inspirational and motivating poem. Everyone, please unmute yourself. Whoa, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful.
Can't wait to hear more.
Thank you.
Walking carbon. Oh.
This is amazing. Yeah, many of us, especially, during the pandemic, for us, these open mics, that have been, so life-saving, and that was so, we needed to hear that. I'm so glad, you found us back again. I know you've been to the new even before the pandemic, so Celeste, please keep coming back, and everyone, please buy Celeste's book, if you want to read more of those, poems. So that was just amazing. I'm glad we got your audio, back on, so we got to hear. Thank you so much, Celeste. I hope to see you soon in the cafe again as well, but thank you for being back here. Really, really appreciate it. All right, we have reached the approximate halftime slot of the online open mic, so we're gonna have to pay our bills, as we would say. So I'm gonna quickly want to let you know what the New Rican Poets Cafe also does, because as you know by now, these online open mics are free, and we want to continue it as long as we're able to, as long as we keep getting donations and sponsors. But you see our Monday night information, you see our Thursday night information. It's the same Zoom for Mondays, and it's a different but same Zoom for every Thursdays, hosted by La Brewer. I am your guest host, Ron Mark Thompson, today. I also put that in the Zoom chat, or the links. If you're watching on one of our live streams, just pause the video right now, so you can write down the Zoom IDs, which are the same for each week. Also, Beatniks Online is hosted and curated curated by La Brewer. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But this is the current building, the New Regan Poets Cafe on East 3rd Street on the Lower East Side in Manhattan, New York. We will be closing it on the 50th anniversary, which is Halloween, October 31st next month. And that one will also be our last event, in-person event, before we shut down this building here. And the city has given us a grant, and they're going to be reconstructing it from bottom to top, roof to basement. We're going to expand the performance spaces. We're going to add workshop spaces. We're going to add an elevator, which right now we don't even have, so we're going to make it, compliant so that everyone, can come inside. We're going to make it even more beautiful than it is, right now. Again, if you want to see the building, you have 4.5 more weeks, the chance to come and step inside the famous brick walls, as we call it. We do have weekly in-person programs every week until October 31st. On Mondays, in addition to Elemental Online, we also have an on-site open mic at 8 p.m. It is hosted and alternated by Supreme and Felicia, Rice Felicia. On Wednesdays, except on the first Wednesday of the month, J Rose and the B alternate hosting the Wednesday night poetry slam. We just had one yesterday with J Rose. It was amazing. It was great. The winner of the Wednesday night goes on to compete in the Friday night slam, which is every Friday, 10 p.m., hosted by Chive Poetic. Elemental told you on Monday he had the chance, to be there on one of his, when he came here to New York City, and when he saw the Friday Night Slam in person, he was just, in awe of, what's happening there. So if you can make it, it's one of our, great, wonderful shows. That one is followed right after by the Friday night Twilight open mic, open room, hosted by Chauvet. That starts a little after midnight, when the Friday night slam ends. Right after, you can also sign up for an open mic. Next week is, this weekend, also, Paul Concasso, he may join us a little bit later. Paul Concasso is another host of the New Regan Poets Cafe. He also has done workshop this Saturday at 8 p.m. And next month, last time, October 14th, he will return to host Voices and Vibes, which is our vocal open mic, which means you can either bring your own original music and sing, with your instrument or with your tracks, or you can do karaoke. And this is fun, for everyone. I'm not a singer, but, I've been on stage with karaoke. It is just amazing. Tickets are only $5 because we want as many of you as, possible. Whoever is in New York City, in New Jersey, Connecticut, come on over this weekend. And one last time in October 14th, Paul Concasso. I'll be working in the tech booth. Matthew Marrow-Green is our hype engineer. Please come if you can make it. Next week, the first Wednesday of the month, Beatniks Online, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is a little bit earlier. This is online only. It is Latin Heritage Month, so we have 3 featured performances. Our director, La Brua, will be hosting this edition. You can watch us in Zoom or watch the live streams either live or afterwards. I'll put that all in the chat. And next Wednesday, Liza mentioned it already. She already got her ticket, I believe so. Women's Orators Wednesday. One last time in the current New Regan Poets Cafe's building before the construction. October 4th, 7 p.m. It is an open mic for women only, but we do invite the men as well. But the men will be put toward the end of the open mic list because we want to hear from all the women first. So that one is hosted by La Brewer, and we will also have Rebecca Chitana returning with her sound bath healing. She is upstairs in the balcony area. You can hear her throughout the open mic. Also coming up next week, ASL Slam. And, I'm sorry I'm telling you, all the last time. This will be their last time with us in the New Regan Poets Cafe. That's next Friday, October 6th at 6 p.m. After we close our building, they will be at other venues, that they go to. I believe the Bowery Poetry Club around the corner is one of those places. It is, an amazing slam. It's American Sign Language. Again, if you're in New York City, stop by. It is a show not to be missed. Also, next weekend, Saturday, October 7th, in the afternoon, right on 3rd Street in front of our cafe, the Liza Center will be holding their Fall Festival block party. And because it happened to be right on our street, even though it is not our block party this time, we had one last month, but we will have a table from the cafe with information, our merchandise. If you want to get a hat like Gasta showed us, if you want to get t-shirts, we will be present. That same afternoon in the cafe, we will also have Amnesty International. It is banned books a week and day, and we will be Amnesty International and several performers, including the Bee, Stephanie, and Labrua, will be reading from banned books. This is to obviously to unban the books that have been banned for political reasons. We need to fight that same evening as well. I'm telling you, we're going to be busy. So if you're in New York City on October 7th, Saturday, 7 p.m., Rome Neal will return to not only celebrate the 20th anniversary of his banana pudding jazz band, including he will be serving banana pudding. So if you buy a ticket for the jazz, you will get the banana pudding for free. But we will also use this evening to reflect on Ron Cephas Jones, an actor that many of you may know from the TV show This Is Us. He has been, at the New Eureka Poets Cafe many times. He performed there. He passed away a few weeks ago, so we'll be reflecting on his life. So this is Saturday, October 7th. Busy day for us. If you still have not seen Labrua's one-woman stage play from Puerto Rico, Elemental saw it when he visited New York City a few months ago, and I worked in the tech booth for this. It is an amazing stage play. She wrote it, she acts in herself. Most of her productions have been self-directed, others she hired a director, but it is amazing. It is a show not to be missed. You already may purchase tickets for this. It's October 21st, Saturday, 7 p.m. That'll be the last chance to see her stage play inside the New Eureka Poets Cafe before we close it. We will have another Jazz Gria. We had it earlier this month. We're going to have it one more time on Thursday, October 26th. That one is with John Howard and his band, and Kenny, our bartender, also will be serving sangria. And this is why we call it Jazz Gria, just in case anyone is asking. And as you can see, tickets are only $5, not to be missed. Salsa Jam is returning one last time in our cafe on Sunday, October 29th, 7 p.m. It is, again, if you're into salsa, even if you don't know salsa, come stop by, dance, enjoy the music. And then last but not least, Halloween. We're going to have an 50th anniversary / Halloween / custom ball inside the New Eureka Poets Cafe, Tuesday, October 31st, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. There will be performances, poetry, songs, music. We're going to have a DJ, games and prizes. We're going to, celebrate with champagne. This is our last in-person event before we close the building the following day. So if you cannot make it to any of the other programs, come to this one. You already may purchase your tickets online. Last chance for all that and all the other events I mentioned. Just go to neweureka.org, click on full events calendar, choose the date and time. This is the same place where you chose your artist or viewer RSVP ticket for tonight. Also, if you want to sign up for our mailing list for everyone in Zoom, I'm going to put that in chat in the Zoom chat right now for everyone on the live stream. All you have to do is pause the video, scan the QR code with your camera, and that way you can sign up on our mailing list, and that way you will not miss anything that is happening, including where and when we will be after we close the building. Almost last but not least, here are all our remaining links, which are also in the Zoom chat, our social media platforms, our website, our link tree, our donation page, which is on neweureka.org/contribute. So if you would like, to ensure that we continue our many programs here online and in person, we will always welcome donations. You can just go to our website and use your credit card to donate to us. And then here I put the links of our regular host. Again, I am your guest host today, but our Thursday night online open mic host is Labrour, our executive director. Shout out to her if she already made it home and can watch us on the live stream. I know she was in Manhattan at a feature performance. She will return next week. If you follow her on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, it's all the same handle at Labrour NYC. On Mondays, Elemental is our host. Here are his two Instagram handles. He is currently transitioning over to his new company name, Elemental Vision Works. So shut that down. It's also in the chat. And last but not least, you may follow me at Ron Mark Thomson on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or X as it's called right now. And that is a good segue for me to take a mini break. So Elemental, our Monday night online open mic host, can tell you what he is planning for this coming Monday, and he's going to introduce the next performer before I'm back. Elemental, thank you again so much for helping me out on the tech end. On Monday, we're going to switch our roles back to how they usually are. I'm happy you're supporting me today. I couldn't do it without you. Elemental, let everyone know who you are and what you do on Mondays. Go ahead.
Hey, first of all, Ron, you're doing an amazing job this evening. Appreciate you for holding us down on this Thursday night. Listen, the night is going as it's supposed to. Again, great job, Ron, for real. As he mentioned, I am Elemental, the host of the Monday night online open mic. Listen, to every poet who has touched the mic this evening and still to come, we truly appreciate every single ounce of energy that you put into your poetry that you have come to share with us and your community members. And I love how everyone's answering the question this evening, right? Why have you come to these open mics? Because it really has saved so many of our lives. It really did give us a point that we could all find ourselves to and actually come together and just share in all of this incredible inspiration. So thank y'all for coming to hang out with us this evening. This Monday, as usual on Mondays, we have a theme every week. This week's theme is going to be childhood candy stories. All right, sweet memories. I know, right? When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about, the long walks with my cousins and my uncles going to the store to get the little boxes of candy. And you know what I mean? Hopefully they would last by the time we got home. Most of the time not. But bring your poetic license to Monday night. Your poem doesn't have to be on theme, but you can come through and share your incredible artistry with us. We would truly appreciate it. Come and join the greatest community in the world. All right, let's keep it going, y'all. Coming up next is a poet who likes to frequent the Monday night and has found himself in the closer spot quite a few times. But his poetry rocks no matter what spot he's in. The one and only Principe is in the building. Come on, Principe. Let these folks know how they can connect with you online, man. Great to see you on a Thursday. Take it away.
My name is Principe. Principe Get It Jr. You can find me on Instagram. I'll post it on the chat room after I'm done reading. I'll be reading two poems. The first poem is called Wake Me Up. Goodbye to the day of feeling powerless. Powerless like children choking on the hard to swallow. My power will come from words that reach out from the blackness in my throat. It will be like reflection, sauntering me to my potential. It will start to be like hurricanes, rainbows in the sun, and fall from my steady hands. I will be cleaning out my closet, tearing down walls, and cleaning up the rubble. Wake me up, wake me up. Another poem is called Safety Net. Get into my best dawn with what my newfound independence needed to bleed myself onto the bed. I fell through with my true self exposed to the five walls of my sanctuary. This bachelor pad, one spaces, now is filled with vulnerability. Love is now the missing element. It is not complete if love can't step into my heart with them leaving their baggage outside, like there is a dumpster, there is a dumpster outside, bringing their light, bringing their vulnerability, looking past the fallibility of my decrepit heart. Love will construct like an artisan. Love will make home a home. Poem.
Love it. We love this love poem. Everyone, please give it up for Principe. Amazing. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. I love your vulnerability.
Nice.
I love your vulnerability.
Wordplay is killer.
That was
man.
wonderful,
For real.
man.
Keep working. Keep working. Wordplay is killer, man. Word.
Love it.
Right. Yes. Keep doing, keep working, and as I mentioned to Principe before that, I love it that you even standing up, in the online open mics, this is dedication. This really shows, in the chat earlier today, he did put, why does he attend open mics? And because he wants to share his poetry and he wants to hear poetry, which that is actually quite interesting because many of us are not just here to read what we have, but we also want to listen to others, though. It's a two-way street, though, so I love how you put that, Principe, Glad to see you here Thursdays. Keep coming back on Mondays with Elemental as well. Thank you again, also, Elemental. I'm going to do what you usually do on Mondays. Everyone, please give it up for Elemental, please. That was amazing, too. Love Elemental.
Oh, yes, Elemental. Oh, brother.
Hey, it's all about the community, man. As I always say, it's all about the community. I wouldn't be here without y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Come on, Ron. Take it away, man.
Thank you. Some elemental jazz coming out those words.
I love it, man. Thank you so much, Element. I couldn't have, any better support here on Thursday. So I look forward to Mondays again, though. So please come on Mondays with the theme, that Elemental mentioned, But even if you're not on theme, you're still welcome to come and rock your poetry. So we appreciate it. Thank you, Elemental. Thank you, Principe. Coming up next, all the way from the West Coast, not from California, a little bit higher north, and we had the pleasure of seeing him in person a few times as well, including he had the chance to come back this summer during the Poetry Festival to see us one last time in the current building, and then you're gonna come hopefully in 3 years, once we have the reconstruction finished, you can see the new edition of the building. Josi, we love your guitars, we love you, we love your wife, but tell the audience, why do you attend open mics, and then let everyone know where we may follow you, and then the floor is all yours. Welcome back.
Oh, hey, Ron. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. And do I sound okay on my mic now? I know you mentioned something before, but do I sound okay?
Yes, it's a little hot.
Okay. Well, maybe it's all the energy in this building here that we. But Josi, it's not about me. Tell everyone, why do you attend on open mics, and then we're gonna listen to your song. We're looking forward.
So a few reasons. Really, I come for inspiration. And it's a wonderful thing to kind of to be hanging out with other writers, and just it's a very enriching experience. And also, a lot of the stuff I write is I hope to encourage positive change and to tell the truth. Sometimes I share things I know, and it's like that. However, tonight I'm having technical difficulties, but it gives me an opportunity to share a few new poems, if I may. So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is all new shit. This is a little funny to be sharing here, maybe, but this is, I'm a white man who grew up in a white town in America. And it took me a little while to start to figure things out. So this is called The Big Lawn. I walk suburban streets unaccosted, unchallenged. I can taste the smell of cut grass and wealth and selfishness. The lawn mower's roar swells, then recedes and lowers its pitch. Privilege is a ticket to be here. Unaccosted, Unchallenged, the mower's roar in a lower pitch recedes into the big lawn. This is for Cassie Hutchinson. All alone she stands, midst the bent and twisted men, remembering truth. This is about two ex-presidents, Donald Trump and Jair Bolsonaro of Brazil. It's called Balls. Trump and Bolsonaro, two balls in a sack. They swing right, but they never swing back. They are twisted, which goes to explain the bellowed lies of their refrain. That's why they dance so awkward and skewed, their fans in a trance, the rest of us screwed. And lastly, this is, I guess, about block and writing, and I know you all have experienced something like this probably. This is called I Wait for a Song. Between river and cloud, in thin oxygen, like a Catholic in limbo, I wait for a song. I wait until lock embraces key, until doors remember opening. I wait until vibrations come, felt beneath my sternum, next to my heart, from all the bells rung in all the heavens we ever believed in. Remembering light when night stays long, in a quiet place, I wait for a song.
OMG, you know what? Sometimes technical issues are a blessing from us because we rarely get to hear poem. We have heard poems from you before, but you know, it is a pleasure. So I think that was a good timing. Everyone, please give it up for Josi. Wow.
Spectacular work, Josi.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Just spectacular.
Still singing in my ears.
No, you cats kill me, man. You cats kill me. I mean, if it ain't Josi, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna give you some of this new shit and rock your world with it, right? CeCe does the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna give you this dope ass poetry real quick, man. It's something about that. You guys just really, you guys help to make this week just go by, like for real. The week isn't complete without a Josi C song, man. For real. Appreciate you, Josi.
Cool. Thank you, Josi. You know, yes, Elemental said it, you know, perfectly. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Josi. That we're gonna have to make it a rule for everyone who plays on the piano and guitar. At least once a month, you have to put your guitar away, so you know we can hear poems. And then in reverse, we that don't play the guitar, we have to learn how to play guitar or piano. So no, that was great. Thank you so much, Josi. Wonderful. I'm glad we got to hear those. All right, next coming up, we have another wonderful young poet who has become a mainstay in here, who we have met online and seen several times in person. He published his book. I have a feeling why you come to online open mics and in-person open mics, but I want you to tell the audience, and then the floor is all yours. Daniel, welcome back, everyone. Daniel Flantastic.
Hello. Thank you for having me once again. I put my link tree in the chats, and I love because of poetry. Poetry saved us all. So support. Today I have a new piece that I've written not that long ago, about probably like 4 days ago. I've been writing like a maniac, and some of them were just for fun. And this was one of them. It's called What If I'm Rich? What if I'm rich? What would you do if you had money like Bruce Wayne? Would you make it rain and still manage to complain? Invest in a bar cabinet and make space for champagne, throwing stress out the window since you can always obtain. Travel like a flight attendant as you find countries that entertained. If you're still clueless, sit back, I'll explain. If I was rich, I would take care of debt, eliminate the matter as if it's a threat, take back control because I'm no marionette. Demons will no longer emerge as a silhouette. Living life is exhausting, but that's because it's somewhat abusive. Rewind a couple years back and it's pretty conclusive. Now that money isn't an issue, there's an identity shift. Bills are paid ahead of time, so I'm no longer stiff. Take my girl to the mall so that she can choose a gift. I'll hand my credit card and act like there's no limit. Let her examine her wants until she considers it. I won't complain about time because I'm no hypocrite. The more stressed you are, the slower your wounds heal. Keep your head up, regardless of what's revealed. Take a day off and stroll through a field. Fight your intrusive thoughts and living will be ideal. If I was rich, I would circumnavigate the world like Magellan. Taking photos of my encounters will become an obsession. Keeping it professional to maintain a good impression. Flying to Florida just to savor a watermelon. I will move with a linear posture unless I'm questioned. Loving life because that's the ticket to heaven. I put a book together for people to sympathize. Publishing poems that can slap you with the surprise. When perplexed, you have to find a way to improvise. But once I flatline, my girlfriend would deputize. Money can't buy happiness, but it can sure give you access to it. Give a couple $1,000s to anyone, and then you'll see if it's legit. Reserve a restaurant with a view and relish the food it consists. A 5-star experience with nothing to inflict. You can't move on to the next chapter in life if you keep visiting the last one. Don't dwell in the past, regardless of the emotional crumbs. You'll make the same mistakes and call yourself dumb. So keep it moving until you hit that home run. Buy a car off the lot and secure it like counterfoil. Make sure it's paid off so that my mind doesn't boil. Collect a couple guns and get used to the recoil. Learning to defend can never be so joyful. If I was rich, I would distribute profits within my inner circle, bleed optimism while writing in my nostalgic journal, protecting family from any incoming hurdles, putting in the good word like a referral, spend and save until it's controversial, soaring like a bird using thermals. I'll gather assets and display it on my computer like graffiti. Keep an eye on the numbers because profit is never guaranteed. Time in the stock market is impossible and people claim it's easy, collecting dividends and rent as if I'm dating prosperity. Trust doesn't always avail when you are so gullible. Let confidence proliferate and you'll be untouchable. Buy a property or two as if it's a bundle, keeping the documents to avoid any trouble. Adrenaline will grab me like a jumping choya, ziplining over the Grand Canyon while trepidation combusts, eating bagels in the shape of a donut, buying around for everyone, fabricating public trust, synchronizing angels from the shows that I'll attend, dropping acid as my spirit ascends, laugh and cry while making amends, buying presents and sharing them with friends, killing sorrow with depression on a hydraulic press, donating a portion of my returns to those haunted by dread. If I was rich, I would finally obtain my needs and tackle my wants, give a generous tip while analyzing their response, get buzzed with a couple rounds of shots, then blast some speakers while listening to the knocks. With all that free time, I would sleep in like a koala, live in my dreams while skipping all of the drama, restore faith in humanity until it's like nirvana, sedating myself with the help of marijuana. I'll call my real estate agent saying sorry to impose. The houses you mentioned, yeah, I want a couple of those. I rent a few of them out and see how it goes. Generate income, I suppose. I can use a quarter of profits and visit a place I don't know. Maybe keep the house that has a pool enclosed. I would smile for once instead of having sadness exposed. With cash like Pablo, I feel more in control. Success is built on failure. Respect everyone, even those with bad behavior. Don't expect anything when satisfying a favor. Your reputation is your actions, not a sheet of paper. We all drag ourselves to work for a paycheck that isn't worth the labor. We fell accustomed to the process that it became second nature. Being broke is such a hassle that happiness is allocated into layers. If I was rich, money would abolish my problems like an eraser. Thank you.
Woo! This for the newcomers. This is why we call him hashtag Captain Flow. This was just amazing. Thank you so much, Daniel. You went a little over time. I didn't want to interrupt you, so, but that's okay though. Again, it's so tough, as the host, because we wanted to hear that you are rich with words though, because I wanted to tell you, I predict that, you're gonna be rich very soon because you're already on your way. You already published your book, all the wonderful words, but even if you're not rich in money, you are rich in words. And I'm so happy you found us here online, on our community. Keep coming, and I hope I get to see you at the New Eureka Poets Cafe one last time before we close it in 4.5 weeks, though. And Mama Flo, if Mama Flo is watching us on the live, the live stream right now, hi, Mama Flo. I'm so glad, that you brought Daniel to the world. He is he has enriched us with his poetry. That's, to go back to your poem, though. Thank you, Daniel. Really, really appreciate it. All right, coming up next is, let me just make sure I got my list here correctly. Yes, so this is Nicole, and I do know your last name, but in the ticket sign up, you opted not to reveal your last name on the performance side, so I hope I did it correctly of just identifying you as Nicole. Nicole, first of all, welcome. Is this your first time? And if yes, where are you Zooming from? From which corner of the country?
Yes, this is my first time. I'm Zooming from New York.
New York City, okay. Have you been to the New Eureka Poets Cafe?
Yes, many times in the past. I love it.
Okay, well, please visit us, before we close the current building so you can, one more time you touch it. Nicole, why have you found your way back here to us on the online open mic? And I assume you attend other open mics as well. Why do you attend open mics?
This is my first open mic. I'm working on an album, and I thought it'd be a way to just get some feedback on what I'm working on.
Okay, did we just lose her?
Oh, no. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, was it Elemental? Was it me or was it?
We're still good. We're still good.
Okay, then it was on my end, and I apologize. So no, then welcome in this case though. First time, I don't know if I believe this though, because I'm sure you're gonna, you're gonna, bless us with some good poetry. So you've seen how we're doing it here. Let everyone know where we may follow you, and then the next 3 minutes are all yours. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you. Instagram at Curly Songstress. I'll type it later. Thank you. Oh, and so I'll be singing a song called Vivid Interior Life. It's about my experience as an introvert.
Nicole, we cannot hear it. I heard a little bit tune, but it's not audible now. You can still hear us, right?
Oh, you can't hear it right now?
No, because I think your Zoom settings may not be set to original sound settings. Is this an original track you're playing?
Yes.
It is though. Okay. Do you know how to turn on your Zoom original sound settings in your Zoom?
I will try. Do you want to skip me and then come back?
Why don't we do this though? Yeah, because we want to make sure that we can actually hear your audio in addition to your voice. Otherwise, feel free to sing a cappella. That I'm sure we're going to be fine too. So why don't we're going to get back to you then. Thank you, Nicole. Abraham, I did receive your message. I'm going to add you to you are the last one I'm going to add to the good luck round. Thank you, Abraham, for reminding me. So coming up next then, Hassan was here earlier, but I guess he had to leave. So Hassan, if you're watching us on the live stream, come on back next week, sign up again. We definitely want to hear, your voice. So that means we are in the good luck round then in this case though, which would mean we have Cos, our newcomer. Let me make sure I get your name right. We're going to find out Dorena and then Abram, and then we're going to end. For the night. So first up, Cos. Let me unmute you here. You found us a few.
Hold on, Ron.
Oh, sure.
Come back. We're forgetting our other resident musician,
CeCe,
player in the building.
Yes.
About CeCe.
Thank you, because I had moved him further down the list. Thank you. See, this is why I have you, Elemental, to keep me on total. I appreciate it. So, Cossi, hold on a second. that way you can table your answer, like, why you're attending online open mics, which I know, but I want you to let the audience know. But first up, CeCe, I am so sorry. Again, this is I've done hosting online before, but it's been quite a bit time ago. So my apologies. But
Give
CeCe,
yourself a break. You're fine. You're fine.
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you're here with, with
Got 5
us.
times and 3 bowling balls in the air already. Give yourself a break.
Well, then you know the drill. Quickly tell us, why are you attending open mics? Let everyone know where we may find you, and then go ahead, bless us with either your song or poetry today. The floor is all yours.
It's my life work. I believe that the open microphone is going to be and is probably the salvation of freedom and democracy for the social systems on the planet that are dwindling away. And if we shut up, we shut ourselves up. And it is important. And poetry open mics probably have the lead. And online poetry open mics going virtual and worldwide is a phenomenon we shouldn't ignore. And I think that it's that. So is where you find my work. And I've been moving over into lyrics lately. I still write a lot. I do miss a little bit. I started out and I just made it a tiny, so it's still a simple little ditty. This is relevant. It's called Mirrors Watering My Mind. You may have heard a version of it earlier. Is it good with the sound?
Yep, we can hear it okay.
Okay. Mirrors watering my mind. Watch me through time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. My branching thoughts, my dreamings breeze with natural waves. All my dears that bloom and die, through all lies real. And fear. The want of hatred reach for prey, a vengeance that leads to how pain will feel, yet there is no resolve in the predator's feed. Tears watering my mind, wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. The time it takes to lose both hands. Graves wait for years to understand. There's almost from tears, while before chases after the same old fears. That survival hates, and love lives on, and death can't fix that. Oh, not nothing or empty or all alone. For to forsake life's gift, we waste, we all go home. Mirrors watering my mind, wash me through the end of time. Sin and bring me to where peace begins. Thank you, Nuvo.
Thank you, CeCe. Everyone, quickly unmute yourself. Give it up for CeCe Oshaga. Beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely. Lovely.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that was wonderful.
CC, you know what it do, man. Great songwriting, man. For real.
Your elementally played a major role in New York. You really, I mean, I practice these all week long, but when I come here, something happens that lets me open up that I don't even do when I'm alone. So I love you guys. You give me more than place else. Although no, that's not true. I did an open mic and and at the end I had to do this doing this week after week. I now have for the first time in my life. The songs are starting to stack up. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, CeCe. We really appreciate it. And I don't know if it's my internet that is causing havoc again, or if it was CeCe. I know you're on a phone because your screen is vertical, but luckily we heard the entire song. So thank you. And yeah, what a power Elemental has, like that's amazing. This is why he's our host on Monday. So thank you so much, CeCe. Really appreciate it. All right, we're gonna try coming back to Nicole again. Nicole, I'm gonna ask you to unmute, let's see, and see if you can play the track now, see if we can hear it.
Okay. Can you hear that?
Again, I heard the first second. Is it still playing right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, no, then it's still breaking up then. So what we're gonna do with this then, would you mind either performing a cappella or something else, and I'll contact you offline in the next day so we can fix the sound setting so that next time you come we can hear your song. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I can try to a cappella.
Okay, cool. So everyone, welcome Nicole. First time on the online open mic here with us. Nicole, go
Thank
ahead.
you. Vivid interior, treated as inferior, 'cause my exterior doesn't sparkle, doesn't shine, even though I'm just fine. Your judgment is not benign. Vivid interior, 'cause that's not enough. Shall I posture, play the game, shrouded in such shame? Vivid interior can't bring the brightness out. Inside I scream and I shout. Am I inferior? Not good enough if it's not known, not real if it's not shown, not shared, not liked, not on display. Who's to say that something's wrong with me? Vivid interior.
Okay, you know what, Nicole? Take this the right way. I'm actually glad the track didn't work because you sounded so beautiful a cappella. I'm gonna ask everyone to unmute yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know, but
That was beautiful.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, acapella good.
Wow. Yes.
Like
I got
glass.
chills, man. I got chills.
And it's real. It's real. It don't need no music. It
For real.
lives. It just lives.
It has a beautiful theater feel to it too.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Beautiful, 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 man.
See, so it wasn't just me saying this to Nicole, that, again, the universe is playing tricks on us. I think the universe told your sound not to play, over so that we can hear your voice. That was amazing. Nicole, I believe you mentioned you're in New York City. If you're in New York City this Saturday, in the New Rican Poets Cafe on 3rd Street, we are doing Voices in White, which is our vocal open mic. You can bring your track with there. If you bring it on an MP3 file, I can plug it into the soundboard in the tech booth, and, we can hear you that way, or sing a cappella, either or. But that was beautiful. That was beyond amazing. Nicole, you're going to have to keep coming back to every online open mic we're doing now. We want to hear more from you. Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad we got to hear it. I'm in awe. I'm going to listen tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to listen back to the playback on YouTube, to this live stream, to listen to it again. That was beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. All right, we have reached the end of our guarantee list, unless Elemental tells me that I forgot somebody else. Thank you again, Elemental, for helping me out. But I believe we have reached the good long round. Last 3 performers: Cossi, newcomer Dorena, and Abraham. So let me now unmute Cossi. Thank you for your patience. This time I'm unmuting you for real, Cossi. You joined us a few weeks ago with your wonderful alphabet poem. Cossi, why did you, I know you've done open mics before that. I don't think we were your first ever open mic, but why do you go to open mics, and why do you do poetry? And then go ahead, bless us with your latest poem. The floor is all yours.
All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is good. If y'all maybe remember, I haven't been here I've missed a few of these. The last time I was here was like 2 Mondays ago, and I had to leave shortly after the halfway point. I've just been dealing with life right quick. But I'm here now. My first literary piece was actually at age 14. It was a fictional piece about 2 POWs that ended up getting away in the end. Since then, I've just been writing poetry. Funny story real quick about the New Yorican Zoom. I actually performed at the New Yorican, the actual New Yorican, like 3 years ago. Unbeknownst to me at the time, though, they were only allowing 1 piece. Normally, when I go to open mics, I have 2 pieces. I usually end with my ABCs. But when I went to perform my ABCs there, they grabbed the mic and said, "No, you're only allowed 1 piece tonight." So I was devastated, and since then I've been determined to get to perform my ABCs at the New Yorican. So it was such a blessing to see on my timeline all of the Zooms from New Yorican Zooms, open mics. I was like, oh yes, this is perfect, because this is very convenient, because I live 3 hours away. I don't live in New York, so this is a huge help. So it's such a pleasure and such an honor to finally perform my ABCs here. For real.
Amazing.
So,
thank you.
Go ahead. Thank you all. So tonight, what I will be doing is continuing my ABCs from the last time. The last Thursday that I performed to the letters S. So today, I will be giving you all the next 3 letters, T, U, and V. So, without further ado, I present to you the letters T, U, and V. Today, totaling the teemingly totalitarianism truly tends to tastelessly take on tawdrily tough twists and tenaciously tempestuous turns, thus tauntingly tainting tacitly trustworthy tendencies. 10,000 trustingly truthful trustees truthfully trusted the truistically tapestry trustworthiness of triflingly tyrannical triumvirates. Truantly televised trends toxically tempt the titanically turning tides of tastefully twirling thoughts. This tremendously trivialized trap tormentingly tricks these terrestrially traumatized tenants into trillions of tantalizingly tricky treats. So trepidatiously tread on this turbulently trying and treacherously tribulating trek, torrentially towards tenderly taught teachings that transcendentally traverse topographically taxing terrains. Teamwork, y'all. Unfortunately, upsettingly uneducated utterances usually undo upliftingly unprecedented unity. Ultimately, unusually urgent upheavals of undying utopians unanimously urge utterly unusual uselessness. USA's unstably untamed and unjustly unfair uncle is undoubtedly unfit, unimpressingly uppity, unsuspectingly uninformed, undeniably untidy, and unreliably unhinged. Uniquely understanding urbanites from Utah to Uruguay under understandably unacceptable unification, uninhibitably unite usefully untapped unions by unofficially unmasking unsettling utilization of unilaterally unimpeded uniformity. It's up to us. Now, voraciously vicious vernaculars with violently vivacious verbiage, vulgarly validate vehemently voltings of vigorously vicissitudinal vocabularies, verbally validate and vindictively vapid vermin. Voltaire's valiantly vibrant verve was venerably visionary, viably vocating virulently valid vengeances, vicariously, vitally vast volumes of vestigially virtued vessels, voluminously vote for villainously viperous verdicts with velvety violinic vintage. Now, variably variegated vagabonds, vulnerably vowed or vertically vitalized, virtuously vacant vipers, very verifiably voiced vigor, virtually vanquishes the veritably vague voices of vagrantly venomous vultures, and vice versa. Thank you.
Woo, woo. You know, like we all need to breathe here for a second, but let's see if we can all thank him in letters TUV. Everyone, please unmute yourself. Give it up for Cosy Cars. Wow.
Man.
Thank you.
That
was amazing.
I
don't know how
when
you
I
do
think
it.
it
I don't know how
can't
you
get any
do that,
better.
man.
He
You
comes
got
with the next trio. Like that's ridiculous, bro. For real.
Yeah.
That's
I
next
don't
level.
know, man. That's
Next
that's some
level.
magic. I don't know what else to say. That's just magic.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I don't know how I do. I don't know how to just divine, just anointed with the words, man. It's not me. It's not me. I'm just a vessel, man. I'm just a messenger.
Oh,
Straight up.
vessel. Sure, another V word.
Okay, everyone, that is like, yes, it's like, we're giving you a new word. Don't give him any more words to add to it. You know, it's like, it's going to be, that's just amazing. I love it. And isn't it amazing and wonderful that you found the online version of our open mics, because that way you can break up your, you know, your poems into the, you know, 3 letters each, you know, so this is just amazing. Elemental, you know, I know we settled on Captain Flo as the nickname for Daniel Fernandez. I don't know, have we come up with a nickname for Cosy Cos already, though? You know, we're gonna have to think of something, you know, but amazing. So we're almost at the end. XYCW, you know, so we're not that far away. So that's a good teaser. Guys, you have to keep coming back Mondays and Thursdays if you want to hear the continuation of Cosy. And then he's gonna maybe write in a totally new, you know, ABC poem or something, and maybe he'll do numbers as well, 1, 2, 3. Just giving you some ideas. Thank you so much, Cosy. That was amazing. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, last 2. We have, I believe, a newcomer, Dorena Rochford. First, let me ask you, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Dorena? And why can I not hear you? Are you there? No, not more audio problems. Make sure your microphone is selected. So I know you're unmuted, but if you click the little triangle next to mute, if you're on a desktop or laptop, and click on the arrow, it should tell you what microphone is connected. Is the microphone on? Oh no, is it just me? Elemental, can you hear her?
No, not at the moment. Not at the
Okay,
moment. We'll
so
come back.
Lorena, we're gonna get back to you. You have a few more minutes because you are the second to last one. I'm gonna mute you. Maybe try disconnecting and reconnect, because I think I saw you coming in a few times though, so you may have had Zoom issues. So try that. So that means, Abraham, you are no longer the last person for tonight, but the second to last one, coming from all the way from the other side of the country, I believe so. You're zooming in from California, if I'm correct. You know, Abram, are you there? Yes, you are. Abram, been a mainstay for many years here. I'm so glad you're back. Thank you for reminding me on the in the private chat that I forgot to add you to the good luck round, so I really appreciate it. Abram, let everyone know why are you attending online open mics, where we can find you, and then the floor is all yours. Go ahead, Abram Kimani, everyone, go ahead.
Good evening. Yes, I am coming to you guys from California, and I started my online open mics with the New York back in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, and this was a blessing because I've been writing poetry since the mid 2000s, in my early 20s. And I never really had the chance or the opportunity to present these poems at any open mics because all of them that I knew of took place at night, and I didn't have a car, not to mention I had work and family responsibilities at the time. So, you know, I would share these poems to my, well, then wife, who were now divorced, and her mother. So they were like my primary audience for several years. So when I started hearing of these open mics online, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start showing up and, you know, sharing these pieces to a larger audience. But anyways, I'm gonna share 3 short ones. And actually, Kazi Kaz a couple of weeks ago got me inspired to start doing those alliterations. You know, I'm gonna share one of them. I've written 4, but I'm only gonna share one of the 3. This one is called Devil's Disciples. Devil's disciples, disseminating deadly demonic diseases, detonating detrimental diabolical dogmas designed to divide, dehumanize, destroy denizens deemed dangerous dissidents, defending democracy, determined to dethrone dastard dictators. All right. I'm gonna share some more of those next time.
Oh my God, what is Cossi doing to us though? But no, this is a good inspiration. Everyone, please give it up for Abram. That was amazing.
Yo, that was dope, man. I would like to keep. I would like for you to keep it going. I would like for you to keep it going, man. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, man.
No, you're not. This is
I'm gonna share.
We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Come on.
Because when somebody comes in and your influence touches them, and you hear that your influence coming out of another person, it's terrible. And I've seen this happen a lot of times. The poet who is the inspirer feels like there's a competition happening. Fuck that. That love you just gave to him for coming, that's where it's about. The together thing. That's the New York.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Better than
that was dynamite.
That's
Another
the
D word.
That's the fucking family.
I'm gonna share these last 2 real quick.
Oh, hold on, unmute everyone first, and I'm gonna unmute you. Go ahead. Okay.
So, yesterday we had a live posted by this young lady named Josi Rodriguez, whose Instagram handle is I'll Be JC Poetry Club or something like that. Dope artist. And the theme was on Rainforest of Our Mind, which of course we got the exercise poetic license. So the first of these 2 is called Winter's Rainforest. Winter warmly invited me inside of her lovely home, said, baby, please feel free to name this place your own. Rainforest, a safe spiritual space for me to be one with divinity. Enjoy the tightness of her embrace as I taste her sweet serenity. My tongue is heavily drenched in her pure spring waterfall. My bone is strengthened by the stench of her answering her sacred altar call to dive in deeper head first. Experience the power of being baptized in her heavenly pool. I proudly submerge, assured my ship will not be capsized while sailing on the waves of winter's rainstorm, basking in the redness of her glory. She lifted me up, christened me reborn, made in her image to be holy. And this last one is called Brain Forest. Here in my brain forest, trees are made from books written by creative authors whose intellectual ideas sustain my mental health with a diet of knowledge, floating in my immune system to exercise wisdom and preparation for fending off the evil efforts of ignorant and competent invaders to ban the truth from being told by burning the source of information, because every season is a brainy season. I refuse to let the medicinal food in me go up in smoke and flames. Now that I continue to heal from traumatic lies and deceptions, it is my responsibility
to share history with those who are still hurting, sick from the poison administered in mass dosages by print and visual media, slowly putting them in a permanent sleep.
Beautiful, beautiful. Everyone, please give it up one more time for Abraham Kimani, please. Whoa.
Yes,
Beautiful,
yes.
Abraham. Thank you.
Dope. Yes.
Yeah, I don't hear enough
Yes.
of your work, Abraham, but it's
Yes,
always
yes.
dope to
For
hear
real.
it, man.
For real.
Keep.
Keep going.
Yes, keep going. Thank you so much, Abram. I'm glad we got a chance to get you on the good luck round. Really appreciate it, and keep writing those alliteration poems. I think I'm gonna try to convince Elemental a future theme on Mondays. All of us have to write alliteration poems, except Cosy Cos. He has to be there and just listen. You know, exactly. I see you laughing though. You know, but that was a good job. I enjoyed all three poems, so I'm glad we got to hear all three of them. All right, we're gonna try to see if we can hear Dorena one more time. Dorena, mic check, mic check. Can you hear us? Can we hear you? And let me put it on. Nope. And still cannot.
On this side.
Oh yeah, and it says connecting to audio. Okay, go ahead, Dorena. Are you there? No, I know you can hear us because you're responding to me, yeah, but we can't hear you. So just like with Nicole, I'm going to have to reach out to you offline. I know I have your contact information from the ticket site. Please don't let that hinder you or Nicole from coming back. We're going to figure that out. You're not the first ones that happened to. Elemental can confirm that. Even Cosy. I remember the first time Cosy Cos came online a few weeks ago. We couldn't get him, on, and then I spoke to Cosy afterwards. We got his mic and his phone to work. And ever since then, we can't get enough from him, though, right, Cosy? So Nicole and Dorena, I will reach out to you, not right away tonight or tomorrow, because I'm busy with some other task at the New Rican Poets Cafe, but either by the weekend or early next week, I will reach out to you. Please keep coming back. We will figure this out here, so don't worry. We will hear you, Dorena, and obviously Nicole. We heard your wonderful voice today. I'm glad we got to hear you a cappella. Please come to the Voices and Vibes if you can make it. Everyone, this was amazing. Thank you again. Thank you for staying a little overtime. Thank you, Elemental, for helping me out and for staying the extra time. What a wonderful evening. I loved all your answers, everything. That everyone said, why are you here at the online open mic? So please keep coming back. Next Monday, our regular Monday night online open mic host, Elemental, will return. I'll disappear back on the tech end. And on Thursday, our executive director, La Brua, will be returning back to the host seat, and I will be running the tech controls. And Elemental, even though he is off next Thursday, I know he's going to join us anyway, because I love your energy. I love your vibe, and it's just amazing. The little team we have here amongst the greater team of the New Rican Poets Cafe. So one last time, I'm going to paste in the chat how you can reach us, how you can stay connected with us, all the social media links, Elementals, my links, Labua's links, the New Rican Poets Cafe's website. Keep signing up. For Mondays, the sign-up starts Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For Thursdays, the sign-up starts Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But as many of you have seen, even if you don't have a chance to sign up like the evening before, check the ticket site the next morning. Sometimes you're out of luck and it's, sold out, every seat is taken, which we love, but sometimes like today, we had two more performers sign up, including Nicole, I believe, so in the afternoon, so keep checking, there's always a chance to hear, every one of you. Again, my name is Ron Mark Thompson. I was your guest host today. I really appreciate you. I don't have a closing poem like Elemental has, but I'm going to leave you. Why do I attend online open mics? As I said at the beginning, because they saved my life. They continue to sharpen me, both personally and professionally. Today was certainly a good practice for me, because I have guest hosted 3 other events, not guest hosted, excuse me, co-hosted 3 other events inside the New York Poets Cafe on the stage. Today was my first time guest hosting an online open mic, but I have actually guest hosted and hosted other online open mics with Bronx Art and Fun Up, my own organization, Fincapillary, The Word is Right, and one time also B-Worms in Texas. But that one is over a year ago, so today was a great practice for me. Elemental, thank you for all your tips, at the beginning during the show. I hope I will see all of you again next week, and I will be disappearing back in the tech end, but you will see me in person in the New Eureka Poets Cafe. You will see me online. You will see Elemental, and La Brua will be back next week. Everyone, thank you again. We will have a wonderful evening, wonderful night. We will see you all next week back at the New Eureka Poets Cafe. Good night, everyone. Love you guys. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Bye.